Hello YouTube, back again for episode 2. Took a little more time than I thought. I thought I would probably do it a bit more regularly than this, but after the last one I was a bit unsure whether to upload it or not. So I shied away from it. I kind of put it to the back of my mind, and but then I saw something that Hannah Hart had done on YouTube about being in the closet, and it just reminded me how important me doing this is for the community as well as myself. So it made me want to do it again. So I think having episode 2 up will give me a bit more confidence with it all. So here goes. So this episode I kind of want to talk about what happened after the last episode. So after last episode, when I was debating whether or not to link this video to things like my Facebook and my blog and things, I got a bit worried about my dad seeing it. I got worried about my dad seeing it because I hadn't told him face to face, and I live on the other side of the planet to my dad now, so it was kind of hard to do that. But so I decided to Skype him and my nana and talk about it with them. It was hard to bring up. I usually Skype maybe once a week or once a fortnight, and I just did not know how to approach the subject, so I left it kind of right to the end of the conversation, and then I just kind of talked about my blog and things like that, and how I would like to say, you know, I'm bisexual, right? And they were totally cool with it, and even my nana was really cool with it, and I was a bit worried that she wouldn't be cool with it. My dad, he said he kind of knew. He knew definitely, and he knew that the girl I was with her, and that's why he gave me the freedom to kind of hang around at his house and have that freedom of expression, and I thought that was really cool. I didn't think he knew that I'd been in a relationship, but I thought he might know that I was bisexual, but I didn't think he'd know I'd been in a relationship. So it was a bit of a shock for me then, and then I kind of just didn't want to talk about it because I kind of got embarrassed. But it was nice to know that he knew, finally. And I mean, I'm 26, so it was like, is that it? Is that me? Is that my finally coming out of the closet? I mean, I always considered myself sort of out of the closet for a long time now. I mean, I told my mum when I was, 13, 14 years old. I told various friends, people I meet, and things like that. So it didn't feel like I was in the closet, but maybe telling my dad was that kind of final step of getting out of there. So I feel really good about that. I feel really happy to finally just be able to say, hey, I'm bisexual, and that's that. So it's good to not have that kind of stigma attached to myself and my personality, and I encourage anyone who can to do. I waited far too long to tell my dad. My dad clearly would not have a problem with it. I think I was just scared of how to approach it, and that's understandable, but you can be so much more free when you're not hiding behind a mask of complicated questions. When I moved to Australia and I started work with a company, I made a lot of friends who were female, and I was so scared of telling them because I thought straight away they'd think, oh, what if she fancies us and things like that. And the first girl I told was really cool about it, and I thank her so much for being so cool about it, because she's one of the most awesome people I know. And I was so worried for such a long time of it getting out, but it never did until I put that blog up, and it felt really good when they were really nice about it. And I can't imagine what it feels like to go back there. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to not being able to answer questions properly. That was the thing that got me. When people will talk about relationships and they say, oh, I've been out with this guy, and this guy was a real jerk, and this guy was great, but it just didn't work. And I'd have to say, oh yeah, I had a partner, and it kind of didn't work out because of this, and always using that word partner, and never being very specific. I don't want to ever go back to that. The thing is, I think you need a good support network. You need to have good friends who you trust and are totally comfortable with who you are. I wouldn't advise doing it otherwise. And obviously, if you have really sort of, anti-gay or highly religious parents, then, approach it with caution, but it's so much better, so much more freeing to be out of the closet than in the closet. And I know that sounds like, obviously, but it's more than that. Because, like I said, I always thought I was out of the closet, but I wasn't, and now I am, and it feels great. And my dad was totally cool with it, and I'm so glad, because now I never have to beat around that ever again, and that feels amazing. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to give it a little update on what that was like, really. Yeah. So I hope next time I get to make another one sooner, because I have a few more ideas about what I want to say now. So hopefully I'll make another one soon. And again, I apologise for the curtains, they're terrible, I know. And I haven't done my eyebrows for ages, so I've got like 2 crazy forests on my head. But, it's cool. Okay. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.